The Ottoman period in Egypt began in 1517 CE, marking the end of Mamluk rule and the start of nearly 4 centuries of Ottoman governance. The Ottomans, under Sultan Selim I, had expanded aggressively into the Middle East, defeating the Mamluk forces at the Battle of Radania and effectively incorporating Egypt into the rapidly growing Ottoman Empire. The conquest of Egypt was motivated by strategic and economic reasons: control of the fertile Nile Valley, dominance over Red Sea trade routes, and assertion of political authority over the Islamic world, including the Hijaz and the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. Egypt under the Ottomans was ruled as an eyalet, or province, governed by a wali, who acted as the sultan's representative. The early period saw a mixture of direct Ottoman administration and the continued influence of former Mamluk elites, who were gradually integrated into the new system. The Ottomans relied on both Turkish officials and local Egyptian power brokers to maintain order, collect taxes, and manage agricultural production, which was the backbone of Egypt's economy. Holiday. The Ottoman administration introduced the Tema system, land surveys, and centralized taxation to streamline revenue collection. The Ottoman era in Egypt lasted from 1517 until 1798, when Napoleon Bonaparte invaded Egypt. During this period, Egypt remained an important province due to its agricultural wealth, strategic location, and status as a gateway between Africa, the Middle East, and the Mediterranean. Despite being part of the empire, Egypt retained a distinct identity shaped by its history, population, and prior institutions. Several key sultans and governors left their mark on Ottoman Egypt. Sultan Selim I established the initial conquest and integrated Egypt into the empire. Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, although not residing in Egypt, influenced governance through reforms and military oversight. Within Egypt, prominent governors such as Cairo Mustafa Pasha and Ibrahim Pasha of Muhammad Ali's family, who would later lay the foundations for modern Egypt-shaped administration, military, and economic development. These rulers were responsible for both infrastructure projects and the defense of the province against external threats. The Ottomans in Egypt invested in monumental architecture, reflecting both imperial authority and Islamic tradition. Major landmarks include mosques such as the Mosque of Sultan Hasan, the Al-Rafaya Mosque, and numerous madrasas and Sufi lodges. Fortifications, bridges, and markets were built to strengthen the province's security and facilitate commerce. The city of Cairo, as a historical center, continued to thrive under Ottoman patronage, blending Mamluk architectural legacies with Ottoman styles. Economically, Egypt remained a vital source of grain, textiles, and other goods for the empire. The Ottomans managed the lucrative Red Sea trade, ensuring routes to Arabia, India, and the Mediterranean were protected. Agricultural reforms, irrigation projects, and market regulation contributed to periods of prosperity. Though mismanagement and corruption occasionally caused hardship for peasants and urban populations, over the centuries, Ottoman Egypt experienced internal tensions, including periodic revolts, Mamluk power struggles, and local unrest. The decentralized nature of the Ottoman system allowed local elites, especially remnants of the Mamluks, to exert influence, creating a balance between central authority and regional power. The province also faced external threats, including European naval powers and regional rivals, requiring ongoing military readiness. The Ottoman rule in Egypt gradually weakened in the 18th century, as the central authority in Istanbul became less effective and local leaders, notably Muhammad Ali Pasha, gained autonomy. Muhammad Ali consolidated power following the defeat of the remaining Mamluks and established a dynasty that maintained nominal Ottoman allegiance while effectively ruling Egypt independently. Reforms in the military economy and administration modernized Egypt and laid the foundation for the modern state. Ultimately, Ottoman authority in Egypt ended effectively with Muhammad Ali's consolidation in the early 19th century. Although formal Ottoman sovereignty continued until the British occupation in 1882. Throughout its nearly 300-year rule, the Ottomans in Egypt left enduring legacies, administrative systems, architectural marvels, integration into imperial trade networks, and a model of provincial governance that balanced central authority with local power. The Ottoman period in Egypt is notable for its combination of military conquest, administrative control, cultural development, and economic management. Key rulers, monumental architecture, and reforms shaped the province into a critical part of the empire. While the gradual emergence of local autonomy under leaders like Muhammad Ali marked the transition from Ottoman province to modern Egyptian state.